Microsoft's pre-E3 event goes all in on gaming, Facebook's new app uses facial recognition to share photos, and is active video gaming better exercise than the real thing? It's Monday, June 15th, and this is Crunch Report. Microsoft held its E3 2015 press event this morning, a day before the show officially begins in Los Angeles, California. And we saw a lot of gameplay. Since launching the Xbox One console at E3 2 years ago, Microsoft kind of got away from the Xbox as a specific gaming hub, focusing more on its ability to be a full media center for movies and TV and music and photos, and also be able to play games. But today, it was all gaming. A few highlights from this very game-centric event: a new Elite wireless controller that comes with a hair trigger lock, textured rolling pad, swappable components like being able to switch out the joystick for a D-pad, or even removing bumpers. This new controller will be compatible with both the Xbox One and Windows 10, and will be available this fall, although Microsoft isn't naming its price just yet. The company also announced the Xbox One will soon be able to play Xbox 360 games, which is the first time it supported backwards compatibility, and will work with 100 titles starting this holiday season, with 100 more on deck for later, sometime in the future. But that's not all. Microsoft also showed off a version of Minecraft designed specifically for the Hololens augmented reality display at the event, which lets you view Minecraft in 2D anywhere you want, like on a wall or something like that, or display a 3D version of the game world on a surface like on top of a table. The player with Hololens can manipulate the environment and expose hidden elements, plus issue overworld commands. Pretty cool stuff. Facebook's got a new companion app launching today in the US. It's called Moments, and it's designed to help you share photos of your friends with those friends without you having to do really any work at all. Moments scans the photos that are already in your camera roll, just sitting there, and then uses facial recognition to identify one or multiple photos of a friend. That's based on the fact that they're your Facebook friend. And then an option to share those photos with that friend. It's a very handy tool, so you could imagine it could replace multiple group party photos where everybody has to have the same photo with their own camera, so we've all got one. Or just bugging one of your lazy friends to send you those photos that you know they took of you and you want them. Maybe it's going to be a new profile picture. The Facebook team has been working on this app for quite some time, actually. TechCrunch's resident Facebook expert, Josh Constein, reported that Moments was in development back in September. But facial recognition tends to creep people out sometimes. You might recall the company had to temporarily shut down facial recognition in Europe due to privacy concerns back in 2012. Moments is not a photo storage app either. I should probably mention that. It's just a way to simplify sharing photos of your friends with your friends. Let us know how you like it. IBM announced today that it's devoting 3,500 researchers to open source Apache Spark, a big data project, and also that it's open sourcing its own IBM SystemML machine learning technology. IBM is sort of merging and transforming into a cloud and a big data and an analytics and a security company, and says that it will build Spark into its own analytics products as well. IBM also works with Databricks. That's a commercial entity, but it does support the open source Spark project. The company tells TechCrunch that Spark is the fastest growing open source project in history, and that they've been working with the Spark project for several years, and even more closely when it became a top-level Apache project last year. In fact, IBM plans to open a Spark Technology Center here in San Francisco and encourage the data science community to build apps on top of the Spark platform. Last week, we told you about Uber's plans to expand its China presence by a lot and raising $1 billion to help it do so. Today, Bloomberg reports that Uber's biggest rival in the region, taxi-hailing app Didi Kuwaiti, is looking to raise $1.5 billion of its own. The company has a reported 95% of the market and operates in 300 cities in China. Uber, which is currently in just 12 Chinese cities, works a little differently over there. For example, UberX, which is Uber's P2P ride service, doesn't actually exist. Instead, China has People's Uber. It's a non-profit service that allows anybody to be a driver, but Uber doesn't currently take a cut of the profits. Didi Kuwaiti moved beyond its taxi service to include Uber's P2P concept, that's what Uber likes to say, they did anyway, earlier this month, and has already signed up 1 million P2P drivers. It's heating up. So it might be time to stop telling your kids this summer to turn off the video game and go play outside. Researchers at the University of Tennessee at Knoxville have found that some video gaming can be as physically intense for younger gamers as actually playing outside. So during a 3-week period, each child engaged in one 20-minute active video gaming session and one unstructured outdoor playtime. The active video gaming session took place with a 40-inch television and the Xbox 360 Kinect, which is running the Kinect Adventures River Rush video game, which requires total body participation. It's a very specific kind of game. Researchers found, though, that active video gaming racked up more moderate to vigorous intensity than unstructured outdoor play. Of course, the takeaway here is that the type of game really matters. Or, as the research team put it, we're not saying video games should replace outdoor play, but there are better choices that people can make when choosing the types of video games for their kids. And that is the report for today. I'm Sarah Lane. Thanks for watching. Crunch Report airs Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on TechCrunch.com. We'll see you tomorrow.